Hey guys, coming to you live on Facebook and on my YouTube channel. Welcome. I'm Richard Butler, of course. Many of you know that, and I've been away for a little while. You may have noticed that I haven't done any lives, that I haven't posted too much in the Facebook group, on YouTube, etc. Well, I was actually away. Um, I had to move my holidays from the end of August to the beginning of September, and I had 2 weeks of holidays, and then I had a week back to routine, and then I had another little mini holiday. And I have to say, I disconnected totally. And I may have forgotten about you. And I'm sorry about that. But what I want to talk to you about is my experiences while I was away. We went to a small little hotel by a beach, which just was, it was not that it was isolated, but to go anywhere you had to take the car. So it was so relaxing because there was nothing we had to do. We just swam, took the sun, ate, swam some more, went to bed, and it was 10 days of pure luxury. Now, one of the things I did while I was down there was I actually started to be a little bit more mindful. And this is what I want to talk to you about today because you see, we're living obviously in a time, unprecedented times, and I hate to say that as a cliche, but it is true that, more people are stressed, more people are scrambling to stay afloat, to have a job, etc., etc. And I think one of the problems with all of this is we are not mindful. Now, what I mean by that is we're living either in the past or in the future, and we're not experiencing the now. I was going to say enjoying the now, but maybe experiencing the now would be a better phrase to use. And the now is important because there is nothing, and I promise you, there's nothing you can do with your past to change it. You can learn from it, but you can't change it. And the future, well, who would know? I started this year in New York, celebrating New Year's in New York with my wife, and little did we know that within 3 months of arriving back, we would be in lockdown here in Spain for 3 months. And 6 months have gone by since the state of alert here in Spain. And it's made me think, there's so much more to life than just working 9 until 9 every night, etc. So I want to help you become more mindful. Now, what I'm putting together is a 5-day mindful boot camp where I'm going to go live with you. We're going to get onto an actual private webinar system, and we're going to be talking about mindfulness. The first day of the boot camp, we'll talk about breathing and how important it is to breathe and to mindfully breathe. Then we'll talk about concentration because a lot of the times we're not focused on the here and now because we're thinking about, oh, what's that person going to talk about next? What's going to happen tomorrow with the elections? What will happen? And we're not focused. Then we're going to talk about mindful feeling, to feel everything and to experience everything like you've never experienced it before. From that, we'll talk about something which I need to get better at, and I'll tell you about that in day 4, which is mindful eating. How often do we rush through a drive-through and we grab food, or we grab a sandwich and sit on the TV, sit on the TV, no, sit on the sofa watching the TV, and we're not mindful when we eat, so we don't even enjoy the food. And this is something that I myself have to work on. And then the final day will be mindful relaxation. Now, these are going to be live sessions where we're going to get on a webinar. I'm going to present the topics to you, discuss them with you, and then we will have some time for discussion. I will have a special Facebook group for this actual mindful bootcamp where we will interact, and I want you to talk about your wins and any questions that you may have because I want to see you getting results. I want to see you improving. And there's no benchmark for the improvement. It's not, if one person says, oh, well, I was mindful every day. Well, if you were mindful just one day, that's okay. So there's no competition. It's about being in the moment and you experiencing what you experience. And you're going to experience a lot of things. So we'll have a live coaching session, which I'm probably looking at maybe at 3 p.m. EST, which would be my 9 p.m. in here in Barcelona. If you can't make it, there's no problems because the recordings will be uploaded as soon as I can, i.e., pretty much straight after, um, into the actual Facebook group. Then, as I said, we'll have a Facebook group where I want to interact with you and find your challenges, your wins, and what questions you actually have. Now, I want you to think about this. Imagine how you will feel after 5 days of experiencing more of the here and now and forgetting a little bit about the future, forgetting a little bit about the past. Um, how is that going to change your life? I think if you do this boot camp, it's going to make an impact on your life. Results will vary, of course, because some people will be more mindful than others, but you will start getting into the process. Now, you're going to get 5 hours of live coaching. You're going to get access to the Facebook group where you meet your peers and you can discuss questions, etc. And all you need to invest is $17. Now, I would never, the cheapest rate that I would do group coaching would be $20, $30 an hour minimum. And even then, I wouldn't do it. So, this is an amazing opportunity. I am going to limit this to around 30 people so that we get the best experience that we can. Um, and I want to work with you. I want to make sure that you get the best out of this bootcamp. So if you're interested in more details, there's no fancy sales page, there's no fancy pitch or anything. I want you to take action by leaving a message below in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment below in the messages, and I will actually then reach out to you, or I'll send you a link. If you're watching this live on Facebook, well, then what you need to do is just, again, leave a message in the comments and I will DM you. $17, 5 days, 1 hour a day of group coaching to get more mindful. Are you ready to become more mindful? Let me know in the direct